Senator, there was a report that you had dinner last week with some of the Trump children.
I had dinner with Ivanka Trump and her husband, Jared Kushner.
I'm sorry. What was that about?
It was primarily about the prospects for sentencing reform in the Senate. I had been invited with Senator Cornyn to a White House meeting previously that Jared Kushner had hosted to try to develop some support for that reform effort. This was a second effort in that regard. Senator Durbin and Senator Lee, who are the two lead folks on the sentencing reform side, were there. I am the lead Democrat on the reentry side. Senator Cornyn evidently couldn't make it, but he was my parallel at the earlier White House meeting. So they understand that we're working together, and we were very much on the same page in the White House meeting about where we thought things needed to go.
That was a prior meeting?
Prior meeting.
When was that?
We can get you the date, three weeks ago maybe,
Okay.
Something like that.
Anything come of this meeting?
Not yet. I think we remain very keen to get this bill moving. And we're going to try a variety of mechanisms to get it going. I'm on both the combined bill, and then Senator Cornyn has filed our measure as a separate bill in the hopes that pursuing that will shake the system a little bit so that we get some progress as well. So we're still working our way through that.
When you say sentencing reform, do you refer to cracking the mandatory minimums?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a whole package of things.
Drug crimes primarily? And
well, a lot of it actually was, some of it was the drug crime, some of it was the three strikes and you're out elements, the gun crimes, where you could basically stack offenses and get massive, the kind of sentences where the judges who had to impose the sentence were saying, this sentence makes me ill, this is not justice, I don't know what this is, but it's wrong.
And so Ivanka Trump, Jared Kushner acting as counselors to the president in meetings of this kind?
I don't know on the backside what their relationship is. All I know is that they met with us.
The staff of the Justice Department involved in that?
There were some White House people there.
And
Nobody's from DOJ.
The dinner was in the White House? Or
No, they're home.
at their home? How was that?
They live well.
Was there anything addressed?
They live well. What does that mean, they live well?
Really big house, very fancy food.
Good hosts? Were they good hosts?
Yeah, they were very congenial and gracious hosts.
And who else attended?
Lee, Durbin, Klobuchar,
Close.
all Judiciary Committee,
Yeah.
all people interested in this issue.
There seems to be like a divide between what Jared Kushner believes versus what Attorney General Sessions believes. Was that discussed in any way? Was there any?
Yeah, I think, I'm not going to say what other people said, but my advice was very simple. You need to solve the problem of DOJ opposition, which puts everybody who wants this done in a very difficult position. And if the president wants this done, the Attorney General reports to him, and he ought to be able to sort that out. The second thing is that there needs to be floor time for this. This is never a bill that's going to pass by unanimous consent. And that I think we'd be amenable to a floor time agreement, but that has to be part of their thinking. They have to get Mitch McConnell to set aside at least a week on the Senate floor for this. And third, there needs to be some signal from the House that they would take the bill up, because Mitch McConnell is not going to waste a week on the Senate floor for a bill that Paul Ryan won't even give a hearing to. And So that we have a little problem in terms of making sure that the three pieces are aligned. But I do think that if the president tried to align those three pieces, it could be helpful to getting the bill moving forward.
Did Jared give any sort of sense that he was hearing you and willing to sort of take this back and have a discussion, or was that not really?
I'm not going to say what anybody else said in the meeting, but clearly the reason for having us there was to try to find a path forward for the bill and a bipartisan path, a consensus path forward.